All right, apiary.org. Ladies and gentlemen of the internet, we are here with the ones, the onlys, the perennial favorites, the contenders, audience of two, Ben Masten and Sam Dingman. Gentlemen, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you, Matthew. Good to see you. Hello.
Good to see you.
Thank you for having us, Ben. I thought we could show off our new audience of two hand symbol that we came up with.
Oh, yeah.
You remember?
Sure.
It goes like this.
That's the way that it goes.
That's the A.
Yeah. And
We
then
practiced
that's the O. You get to come up with the two. Oh, that's easy. That's pretty easy.
Innovation right here, folks. So, guys,
That's why we're in Sketchfest.
well,
That's
that
actually one of our sketches that we'll be performing on Thursday.
how to create the audience of two hand symbol.
What you just saw,
That was verbatim. Yeah.
it's 40 seconds long.
Is that going to be your opener?
That's our closer, actually. Yeah. The opener.
It's also our opener.
Yeah, that's true. It's also the opener.
I bet you have a question.
I just want to, this is just like poetry right now. This is just massaging my face like Egyptian cotton, your words at the moment. I just want to say.
Actually, get that as a pull quote. Audience of two, it massages my face like Egyptian cotton.
It's
free the apiary.
You can
That would
take
actually
it.
be a good pull quote.
Take it. It's yours. It's yours. So, guys, actually, with all this bantering we've been doing right now, it does bring up a question that I do have. You guys are coming to Sketchfest 2010 after this is the first ever appearance of Audience of Two, correct?
Yep. At Sketchfest, yeah.
So, you guys, so previous to this, you did the Out of Bounds Festival in Austin, Texas.
Yep.
You did the Sarasota Improv Festival.
Yes.
As well as you just got done doing LA Sketchfest.
Yep.
And you're doing Austin Sketchfest, or you did Austin
Just got
Sketchfest.
back from Austin.
Two couple of different trips to Austin, yeah.
So how does it feel to kind of be like hitting the road, out on the road, and then you guys are working like madmen here in New York? Does it feel like a culmination? Does it kind of feel like you're working up towards like, I don't know, you're like kind of like a get him to the Greek kind of situation?
It's nice. It is nice because like if you've been around the pit for the last couple of years, you may have seen us. Hopefully you've seen us. But I feel like there is sort of or you're a dick. But like there's definitely like sort of we haven't done a show at UCB. We did a show with Old English there a little while back, but we haven't done like a full show there ever, and so that's going to be fun. And it's going to be fun to do Sketchfest New York just because it is our hometown, and you know there's a bunch of people there who do amazing stuff, and it's nice to sort of be on the same bill with those guys. So
What can we? You guys have a very distinct brand of kind of like goofball nerd comedy. I almost kind of think of it. It's like it's what the nerdy kids do when they're hanging out in someone's basement on a Saturday afternoon. Like that's the feel I get from your writing. It's fun and it's lovable like that. So what can we expect with your show coming up tomorrow evening?
Well, we're going to be
very lovable, very lovable.
We're going to be doing, one of the things that's really cool about the opportunity to go around and do a bunch of different festivals is like you get to try out your stuff in front of all kinds of different audiences from all kinds of different backgrounds. And so what we're going to be doing tomorrow night is what we feel is kind of like, we have 20 minutes, so we want to really put our best foot forward. So we'd like to think we've picked the 20 minutes that in traveling around to all these different places and trying all of our sketches in various combinations, we like to think we've picked the ones that will be the best 20 minutes that Audience of Two can offer. So,
quick two-parter question, because you guys have been on the road so much this past year. What has been the best and the weirdest experience you've had playing your comedy to different audiences?
All right. Best, actually, the reason we keep going back to Austin is because those guys are really fun. Like, that's a city that's been really good to us. They've been really nice. They're just, like, super cool people. Weirdest was LA. Like, weirdest was hands down LA. I like, not to badmouth anybody, but it's like the city is very strange, So
the thing that happened in LA is like, we're very accustomed, you go around to these sketch festivals, even the one in Sarasota, which is like sort of off the beaten path in terms of, like traditional comedy cities or whatever. You meet comedy nerds, you meet people who you would meet going to the Pit or the Magnet or UCB. But in LA, it was this weird thing where it was mostly theater kids who had like formed these sketch groups. So everything.
No one likes theater kids for any reason. Yeah.
Speaking as a recovering theater kid, I do not appreciate that. But the thing that was interesting is, so everything was much more kind of like.
too. Christine says she's a theater kid too.
Yeah. But it was interesting because like one of the things that was happening is like all of the sketch shows were much more kind of like review format. Like there was, and it was much kind of like quicker and snappier and one-linery than the much more like kind of cerebral, complex stuff you get in New York. But the strangest experience we had was we were talking to this one woman backstage, and she was saying, "Oh, what kind of stuff do you guys do?" And we were like, "Oh, we do sketch comedy." And she's like, "So what do you do?" And we were like, sketch comedy. And she was like, "So like songs?" And we were like, "Well, sometimes." And she was like, "So basically you do Adam Sandler stuff?" We were like, "What?"
Yeah, it was literally, and I don't want to say that she looked deranged, but she looked very deranged. She's a very anyway, Los Angeles is a weird town. So,
the thing that was interesting about it is like, one of the things that I find has been valuable about getting to go to these things is like, it really gets you out of your comfort zone because like, especially being around New York and being in Austin, which the scene is very similar to New York and Austin, and you definitely kind of get into a way of thinking. It's like everybody gets this stuff. Everybody knows what we do. But it's good to get out and be reminded that some people are like, I don't know what you're doing. It's really weird.
Like, what the fuck is this? Is this stand-up? Like, what are you doing?
Yeah. But for that reason, we could not be more excited to be in Sketchfest New York. Not just because it's a great festival and it's so well put together and like there's so many amazing groups, but also just because like it's great to do what you do in the place where you started doing it, so
quick little wrap-up question, because this is a question we've been asking all the sketch groups all night tonight. When you guys sit down to write a sketch, what is a writer's room like for you guys? Is it like, because you guys are you're both improvisers, you're both on house teams at the Pit, so is it like
house team, same one,
same one?
We don't like to get too far away from each other.
Gotcha.
Horrible things happen.
Well, you guys don't live in the same apartment. How do you deal with that kind of?
We tried it. We've never been closer to taking a human life. Like it was the worst.
There was an incident with some ninja smoke bombs outside.
This is not a bit. Like this, people. Sam and our other roommate thought it'd be hilarious to throw fucking ninja smoke bombs outside my window one night.
It was pretty funny.
It was less funny than that. Yeah.
So when you guys so living something like this, like what do you guys bring to a writer's room then when you sit down to put something together?
It's handy because like we've known each other since our freshman year of college at this point. Like we took Theater 1 together. So like we don't actually like sit and write so much as we're like, all right, what have we been thinking about lately? Is there a thing in that? And we just riff for an hour or two, and usually by the end of that we've come up with something. So
basically what you said before about like it having the vibe of like nerdy kids sitting in a basement on Saturday afternoon.
That's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is. Yeah.
Nailed it.
Yeah.
There's a reason it has that vibe. That's because that's how we come up with it.
Well, guys, it's been a pleasure talking to you today. And you, out there on the internet, this is Sam Dingman. This is Ben Masten. They are audience of two. This is Matt Freed.
I've been bobbing my head during this entire interview, and now I feel weird about it.
Matt, thank you for having us on.
Oh, it's no problem. No problem. Happy to have you guys on. If I could throw a quick plug for you guys out there. Tomorrow night at 8 o'clock, the UCB Theater with Sidecar, Sketchfest NYC.
Sidecar's awesome.
Sidecar is incredible.
If you want more of this, pay your money and go see these guys at 8 o'clock at UCB.
Let's do it.
AO2. Guys, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Cool. And we're good.